Hi folks, I'm Matt, and it's time for a board game review. Okay, so today we're going to go over a classic game that isn't played that much except by me and my family, and I wonder if anyone else has experienced the joy of playing Rummikub. So we're going to go through Rummikub. As you see, I kind of preset some things up. Usually we'll have these in a bowl, but just for this purpose I'm just putting them in the box. And so once you choose 14, and you can play with 2 to 4 players, they come on this tray here. And as you're playing, you're trying to establish to get rid of all of these and put them out on the board. Now, to do that, your first move, you must have 30 points of these tiles to put out in one move without adding on to some other people's. Like I preset some out here. Even though I have some of these tokens who could go on here, I can't use that for my 30. I have to do 30 on my own from these tokens. After I played the 30, then I can play on these other tokens. And that is a wild card. It can represent anything it notates here. So right now it's a yellow 10. As you see, there are 4 colors here: black, red, blue, and yellow. Now there's 3 ways to match up things. Of course you can do them in the same color, 2, 3, and 4. This 4 couldn't be a red. Like let's say if I had a red here, could I do that? No, I couldn't. They all have to be the same color. But you know what I could do? I could take things that are the same number in different colors and put them together. If they're different colors, they can be the same number. And I could even add 1 more blue here if I had it. But that would give me 30. That would allow me to play. So let me get to the gameplay. Now after that, I could go around. If I could play, I could add a 5 and a 6 there. And let's say for some reason I wanted to break these up. You can break them up as long as you leave it with groups of 3. Well, this one only has 2, so I can't break that one up. Now, if someone were to play a 1 there, okay, then I could break this up, and maybe I have another black 3 that I'd want to place here. See what I'm doing there? But you have to leave them in groups of 3 at least. So let's say that I want to take one of these. Could I take, I need the 11 for something. So I move the, cannot move the 11 with a wild card. If a wild card is attached to the row, these cannot come apart, not until someone replaces that wild card. So let's say that I do have that yellow 10 here. If I want to replace it, I can. But I have to surround this wild card with 2 of my own tiles. I can't use maybe this tile and then use my 6 or whatever. That's a bad example. But let's say I had a 3. I couldn't borrow 1. These are both have to come from my own hand. So let me see from here. Oh, look at that. I'll do 2. That'll represent 3. I'll put a 4 and a 5 out like that. Now if another player on their turn, they have a red 3, they can take it out as long as they surround it with 2 of their own tiles. And if you follow this order as gameplay goes around, what if you cannot play a tile on your turn? Well, what you do is you grab one from the stack. Of course you don't look, no cheaters here, and you put it up here. Now the game goes on and on and on until someone is eventually out of all their tiles. They played them all. And then that person wins the game. Now, if you're playing with a lot of people and you want to continue playing, we have something we call that it just adds on to the game. What it is, let's say someone goes out and I have 2 left. Well, then I'll add up my points. I had 17. And by the way, if you have a joker at the end, that's never good. Those count for 20. And the thing is, though, at our house, we just added up, and the first one to 100 loses. The last one who stays under 100 wins. So it's kind of like playing spades, the card game. So that is Rummikub in a nutshell. All right, so Rummikub. Do I love the game? Obviously I love it. I bought it. I spoke about it on my podcast, Saturday Morning Sandwich Flange, a couple of months ago. And after thinking about it, I was like, you know what? I really ought to buy that game again. And it is just as fun as it was when we used to play it with my mom and my grandmother. Everyone loves this game. Our whole family does. If you have a family, you have kids, they would definitely enjoy this. Other family members would love this. It doesn't take that long to learn. It goes really quick. Even if you have 2 to 4 players, I can't imagine a single game going over 15 minutes, maybe 20 if you have that long thinker there. Do I recommend this? Yes. You can buy it at any mass market retailer, Walmart, Target, Toys R Us. I believe they all sell copies of this game, and they're fairly cheap, anywhere between $10 to $15 too. So for a cheap game and loads of fun, it is definitely worth your time. This is one thing that I always take here on our beach trips, our family vacations together, and it's always something everyone wants to join in and play. I don't think you can play more than 4. I wouldn't recommend getting 2 sets and combining them together. That may get a little crazy. But now that you think about it... Alright, that's all I have for now. So until next time, game on, gamers.